What up, reader fam? Today I'm bringing you my October book haul, and this video contains paid promotion with Disney-Hyperion and Penguin Random House. I have quite a few books to show you today, and I am excited for each and every single one of them. So let's not waste any time, let's talk books, y'all, because that's what we're all here to do, to talk books. I'm gonna start this video talking about the upcoming Booksplosion Book of the Month picks. First up, for the month of October, we have WAPA, A Short History of the Girl Next Door by Reck. Our live show discussion for this book will be happening on November 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so pick up this book, read it, and join us for the live show. I've already read this book and I did a non-spoilery book review on it, so if you want to hear all my thoughts, then I will leave a link to that video down below. This book is about this boy named Matt, and we have a focus on his friendship with this girl named Tabby. Tabby lives next door, and Matt's family basically helped raise her. While they are just friends, Matt has developed romantic feelings for her. But before he gets the chance to share those feelings with her, she ends up in a relationship with like the star athlete of the school. And after a tragic event takes place in Matt's life, everything changes. I made this book sound so cliche. I promise that this book is more original than I made it sound. It's just hard to describe this book without giving away anything, so I just want to be kind of vague about it. I love this book so much, and I definitely consider it a new favorite. It's one of those books that just completely came out of nowhere and took me by surprise. And maybe that's because I pretty much had no expectations going into this book, but this book just tackled my emotions and just made me feel something, so A+ in my book. Next up, I have our November book of the month, and this portion of the video contains paid promotion with Disney-Hyperion, and that is the book Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 3, The Ship of the Dead. If you're new here, welcome to the trilogy that I am trash for. I love this trilogy so much, even though I can't technically say that because I haven't read this third and final book yet, but I'm going to, and hopefully I'm gonna love it just as much as I loved book 1 and book 2. This story follows Magnus Chase, who is actually our poster child right here, just right here up front and center. Magnus Chase, the star of the series. In the first book, Magnus Chase was actually homeless, he was living on the streets, but then he receives news that his father is a Norse god. That information just kind of explodes in his face and just completely changes his life, as you can imagine. So we follow Magnus being thrust into this crazy new world, and we just follow him trying to figure everything out. Like I said, this is the final book, and I'm really sad that this is coming to a close. I don't know why Uncle Rick can't just expand this series. I would really just like him to just make more books in this series. I just want more books with these characters. Which the thing is with Rick Riordan's series is that when they come to a close, it doesn't mean you're never gonna see those characters again. Like Percy keeps popping up in books, Annabeth keeps popping up in books. Like I'm really hoping that's the same situation with these characters and that we'll see them again. Crossing my fingers up in here. Then I have the last book for the last month of the year. 2017 is coming to a close. Gross. I'm not ready for 2018 yet, but speaking of the future, our Booksplosion book of the month for the month of December is a futuristic one, and that is OTHERWORLD by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. Did you like that segue? The description for this book is giving me major Ready Player One vibes, which is one of my favorite books, so I would love to read a book that's similar to that one, and I'm really hoping that this one is pretty dang similar. So this book is basically about this virtual game called OTHERWORLD, where reality is dead and you step into the future and you leave your body behind. Kinda sounds a little spooky, not gonna lie, but I'm still pretty stoked for it. This is also giving me Sword Art Online vibes, which is an anime about these kids who play this virtual reality game and they get stuck in it and they have to like fight their way out of the game. I actually read a book by these two authors last month and I loved it. This book right here called Nightmares, I really enjoyed this book, so I'm really hoping that I love this book just as much as I love this one. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Next up, I'm working with HMH Teen, and they hooked me up with a book called Waapahh I Never by Laura Hopper. This is a coming of age story about this girl who has never experienced love. Relatable. And it's something that's just not really at the front of her focus because her parents have split up, so she's seen this kind of terrible situation with love, and so it's just something that's not really on her mind at the moment. But then she meets this guy named Luke, and as you can imagine, it changes everything. I know that's a cliche saying when describing books, but it changes everything, guys. So this story is about her first time being in a relationship and all the first time things that come with being in a relationship. I love me a good old contemporary story, and I feel like this is one that I will actually be able to relate to, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also really excited because I'm teaming up with HMH Teen on a giveaway, so if you want to win this book, if it sounds interesting to you and you're like, hey, I want to read that, then you have the chance to win this book. I'll leave more details on the giveaway down below in the description. And I also want to mention that this is an international giveaway, so go my friends, enter away. Next up, I got Waapahh Turtles All the Way Down by Mr. John green. I went to Target one day specifically to find this book, and I lucked out and got my hands on a signed copy. Look at that J scribble. I'm not gonna say what this book is about because I know that a lot of people are going into this book not wanting to know anything about it, which is what I did. I'm currently reading this book. I'm on page 136. So far, I'm not like die-hard loving it. I'm enjoying it, but I've just been seeing so many people like rave about it, and I'm like, I haven't hit that point yet, but hopefully it's coming. Hopefully I'll end up being like, oh my gosh, this book changed my life, but we'll see. And I mean, this is coming from somebody who loves John Green's books, so I'm still excited for this book. I'm still enjoying it. I'm just not like dying over it yet. Next up, my friend, my bestie, my BFF, Miss Emma Reads a Lot, sent me a book, which before I show you this book, I want to give a shout out to Emma because Emma is hosting a read-along for the Raven Cycle series, and I'm planning on participating in it, and I wanted to just let you guys know about it in case you guys wanted to join in on all the fun. If you've never read the Raven Cycle, or if you want to reread the Raven Cycle, this is the perfect opportunity to do that. It's happening in the month of November, and she's got a lot of awesome things planned for it, and she's got some giveaways, So if you want to participate in this read-along, then I will leave more information to that down below. I'm gonna leave a link down below to her video where she talks about the read-along, but you guys should totally join in. I'm excited to finally read this series. I mean, I've read the first book and I loved it, but then I just never continued reading the series, so now is my chance. Now is my chance to conquer this series and to finish it up. Anyways, she sent me this book called Solo, and it's a story about this boy named Blade, and his father is this like washed up rock star, and people look at Blade and they just assume that he's going to end up like his father, even though he has no desire to end up that way. Even the parents of his girlfriend are forbidding them to be together because they look at Blade and they just assume that he's going to end up like his father, which really the only thing that connects him and his father is music. So I believe this book focuses on him trying to just like reinvent himself and prove himself to people, but I also think that there is a focus on music, which is something that I'm really excited about because I've been wanting to read more books that have a focus on music because I myself am a music lover, so I think this is going to be a great one to read for that factor alone. Also, the book is written in verse and I really enjoy that. Sometimes it's nice to just have like a different style to spice up your reading life. So all in all, I'm really excited to read this book. So thanks for sending it to me, Emma. I appreciate it. Next up, I randomly received a copy of I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. The publisher randomly sent this book to me. I didn't request it or anything, but I'm so glad that they sent it my way because this book is beautiful. It's so stunning. Look at the aesthetics of this book. Just look at it. Yellow, and we've got some green up in here. More books that look like this, please. I don't know too much about this book. I believe it's considered to be a classic, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But I think this story is about this girl who was raised in a castle, and we follow her kind of honing her writing abilities, which that alone has me interested. Like, I would love to read a story about a writer, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. Next up is one that I think a lot of you guys will be excited about, and that is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't planning to pick this book up anytime soon, but then I was in Target and I saw it and I was just like, screw it! And I threw it in my cart and went to the checkout and bought the dang book. The reason I've been hesitant about this book is because Kale is one of my all-time favorite characters, and that's what this book is about. And I was just really nervous for her to write a book about Kale because she's kind of done him dirty in the past. But I've been hearing nothing but amazing reviews about this book, so I have high hopes for this book. I'm still a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm definitely more optimistic now. And the last book I have here is Waapahh, An Enchantment of Ravens. This story takes place in a world where there are fairies, and we follow this girl who works as an artist, and she does this painting for a prince fairy, I believe, and she ends up making some kind of mistake with this painting, and it basically gets her in a lot of trouble with this prince fairy, apparently. That's all I really know about this book. I was really excited to pick this one up because the bookstagrammer Sealy Knight raves about this book, and I love her Instagram feed, and I also like trust her reviews, so I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up and devouring it. Just like that, but with my eyeballs. So those are all the books that I picked up in the month of October. I feel like I have things that I need to tell you guys. Oh, YallFest! I'm gonna be at YallFest! You guys should let me know down below in the comments if you're gonna be at YallFest. I'm so excited about it. YallFest is this awesome book festival that takes place in Charleston on November 11th and 12th. So if you're in the area, you should totally come and hang out. It's going to be a great time. Also, YallFest is putting together this really cool video, and they want people to submit videos for that video, and it's basically basically just talking about why you love young adult. So if you guys are interested in participating in that and having your video be shown at YallFest, I will leave information to that down below. But yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about with you guys today. You guys should let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of the books that I mentioned in today's video and what you thought of them. No spoilers though. Please, no spoilers or I'll block ya. Hiya! Also, let me know down below in the comments some of the books that you picked up in the month of October. Let me know if you were planning to participate in the Raven Cycle read-along, and let me know if you're coming to YallFest, because I want to know all the things. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos frequently on this channel, so if you want to be notified as to when I post new videos, be sure to go and hit subscribe, or go and click the little bell icon and you'll be notified as to when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, choo. Woo! What just happened? Achoo!